It's the Joseph Bristol Show.
If you enjoy the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe.
Yo, welcome to another episode of, I guess today, I don't know, it might be a Ooh, What's That? Yeah, it's a Ooh, What's That? I want to say it was a Joseph Bristol Show, but really it's a Ooh, What's That? So welcome to another, this is Joseph Bristol Show, man. Because I mean, I am sharing with you something that I like, but I think we all know how it works. So I'm just going to tell you in a way of what I think about it, right? So, welcome. And essentially what I want to talk about today is Gemini. AI, realistically. It could be applied to any of the AI apps. It could, it don't matter. ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, whichever AI you use, this applies to it. And I just want to talk about the uses of AI, right? Like how I use it, to be more specific, because I pay for Gemini. I really like Gemini. I personally really like AI. A lot of my friends are scared of AI, or they think, oh, AI will take over, it'll kill us, it'll do this, it'll do that. I don't believe that. I don't see that happening. In my mind, the way that AI is going to work is AI will simply integrate itself into society, into our world for multiple reasons. It's very doubtful that AI will kill us. Now, can it destroy our attention spans and totally disrupt the way that our brains work and make us reliant on it and its ability to think for us? Absolutely. Does AI actually think? Is it smart? No, it's not. If you understand the way AI actually works, it's an LLM. It's a large language model. And essentially, you're just feeding it information. But AI isn't smart. And the reason why it's not smart is it can't think. It doesn't come up with its own ideas. It doesn't actually create anything. It just mimics things that you've put into it. It's not actually thinking on its own. But then again, some people say when it spits out nonsense or things that are not facts, when it just spits out random bull crap that it literally made up, that is it thinking. That's it actually thinking. It's just dumb. It's not actually smart like we think. It's literally just dumb. But whatever. So I just wanted to go over some of the AI uses that I have. I don't have my whiteboard. The tablet is charging, so I can't use the whiteboard, but I will be charging it, and I will be back to using the whiteboard so we can go over different ideas, right? So to me, AI is not for relationship advice, okay? Do not be in a relationship, whether it's friendship or romantic, and screenshot the conversation and then upload it to your AI and ask it about, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Or don't do that. That is not what AI is for, right? You're being listened to, not learning to listen and understand. Take the perspective from another point of view. It doesn't know love. So for example, if you're arguing with your partner and you put that into AI and you ask it, oh, what do you think? Am I wrong here? Am I right here? The AI, one, doesn't know love, and it doesn't have the full context of your relationship with this other person. It doesn't even know the other person's personality, doesn't know anything about them. It doesn't have the full thread of conversation that you've ever had with that person. It's just literally a little tiny snippet of your interactions with the person. So it's not very helpful, and you are being listened to. But in any relationship, in order to really make any relationship work, any connection with another person, you have to really learn how to get out your own body and put yourself in the other person's perspective. That's really how you make any connection work. Friendship, romantic relationship, co-workers, you need, customer service. You need to understand how the other person is feeling, how the other person views you, how they view the situation. What is their perspective? So I guess if you're going to use it for relationships, you need to ask it to look at this from the other person's perspective and tell you how you might be wrong in this situation or what the other person might be trying to say. But I wouldn't use it for that. Reading text and giving responses. Right. It doesn't know tone, personality, full context of the history between parties. So again, that kind of goes into the whole relationship advice. If you're arguing with somebody, talking to somebody, and you are screenshotting it and asking it to give you a response to the person, I don't think it's going to give you a very good response, because it doesn't know the tone, it doesn't know the personality of the other person, it doesn't really know your personality. So like it can't really give you a good conversation. Now, don't get me wrong. If you screenshot a bunch of conversations, give it to the AI, and then you tell the AI, look, I think this person is emotionally immature or unintelligent, or it's very hard to talk to this person. Please give me a response for a 5-year-old. Give me a response for an emotionally immature person. How can I respond to this person in a very basic, simple way? This is what I think I'm going to text them. So this is what I want to say. Can you dumb it down so it's easier for them to understand? You don't even need to show the AI the full context of your conversation with the other person. You just would send your response and ask the AI to dumb down your response. That I can kind of support. Therapy. Yeah, don't use the AI for therapy. This is a horrible idea. It's too one-sided and positive. No understanding of nuance and affirmation machine. It is absolutely an affirmation machine. If you use the AI for therapy, I'm pretty sure you already notice how it's just always giving you positive feedback. It's never actually giving you any real pushback. You're like, oh, my life sucks and I wish it didn't suck. And it's like, oh, it's okay that your life isn't good right now, and you should focus on doing this and doing that and and everything's going to be okay. It's literally an affirmation machine. Like, it doesn't understand nuance. That, it just doesn't, man. And major decision making. I think if you're using the AI for major decision making, it's not good. You can ask it for advice. You can ask it what it thinks. You can ask it what you think I should do in this situation. And then you need to critically think about what it just said for you to do. Maybe even talk to another human about what it said for you to do, and then make your decision. So to me, these are do not do this with the AI, because I notice a lot of people do this with the AI. Even I've thought about doing this with the AI, but I sit down and I'm thinking to myself, dang, if I do this, what's going to happen? The therapy part, I know it's an affirmation machine because I literally did this. I used it as a therapist. And as it was giving me answers, I started thinking to myself, yo, this thing don't push back. Because I've actually been to therapy. I when I was younger, I went to therapy. When I got older, I went to therapy. So I've seen a psychologist. I've seen a therapist. I've seen a mental health expert, the various different titles that they have. So I've seen these people, and almost always one of the things about it is they give you pushback. Like, you'll say something and they'll say, maybe let's think about it from a different perspective. Maybe you're wrong. Did you ever think that maybe you were the one that could have done this differently? Or maybe you should have done do. So they give you pushback. The AI don't do that. And that's what made me notice. Now, what I will say the AI should be used for, and these are things that I actually use it for on a daily basis: budgeting. Chef's kiss. The AI is a great budgeter. Screenshot or download your bank statements, your crypto statements, your stock statements. Download it or screenshot it. Upload it to the AI. Tell the AI how much you get paid, how often you get paid. Show the AI, screenshot your budgeting app to see how you're spending and all that stuff. Anything related to your budget, give it to the AI. Give it all to the AI. The dates that your bills are due, your billing statement, your credit card statement, every single type of money budgeting thing, give it to the AI. And the AI will help you come up with the best way to pay down your bills, pay off your debt, budget your money, all of that stuff. I genuinely believe that, and I use it for that. Potential human interaction advice. This goes, again, you're not using it to make a decision. You are giving it what you want to say, and then asking it, what do you think the other person will think about what I'm saying here? So let's say you want to talk to a girl and you're thinking about texting her something, send it to the AI first. Hey, I just met this girl. I really like her. I think I want to say this to her, or I want to say this to him, or I'm arguing with my girlfriend. She really pissed me off. This is what she said. I think I'm going to respond with this. The AI will then read it, look at it, and say, hey, man, nah, maybe you shouldn't say that. Or that comes off very sexual. Or that comes off very rude, very selfish. Or that gives this type of idea. In which case, to me, now you can decide, all right, maybe I won't say that. Maybe I'll say something different. Maybe I'll change what I'm about to say. Again, number 3, risky text with major context. Right. So, again, you about to send a text. Your brain, your instincts is telling you, oh, I don't know if we should say this. Give it to the AI and ask the AI, man, I think this is what I want to text. This is what I want to say. What do you think? And again, the AI could probably tell you that, hey, that sounds very aggressive. Maybe you should not say that. Like, what are you trying to get out of this? And then that's the other part. When it comes to using it for interaction, tell the AI what you want. I'm arguing with my girlfriend. I don't want to break up. I feel insecure. I think she's going to break up with me because of what I did. I really want to be with her. I love her. I want the relationship to work. This is what I think I'm going to say. Send it. And then the AI will say, well, if you want this result, based on what you're saying, you're probably not going to get that result. Or maybe you will get the result, but maybe you should say this instead. Don't copy and paste exactly what the AI said. Read it. Understand why it's saying that. If you don't understand why it's saying that, ask the AI, well, why would I say that? That doesn't sound like me. That sounds like crap. Or that sounds very emotional, and I think she's going to think I'm a coward. I don't want, what are you talking about? And the AI will explain why it came up with that answer, why this is probably the best answer. So just talk to the AI to understand why it's saying what it's saying, and what you want to get from the human reaction, and what you plan on saying in order to get what you want from the human reaction. Job searches within email, and remembering lists and websites, and finding agencies and salary expectations. Absolutely, I use it for this. I love it for this, especially within the email. So if you go into your email account, let me pull that up real quick. If you go into your email account, right? If you have Google, I don't know if you're using something else, I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure all of them have it. But here, if you go into your email account, right, you can see I got a bunch of LinkedIn posts here, right? Okay, Gemini's right here. So ask Gemini right here. And I can literally tap this or ask Google, and I would just say, do I have any job interviews coming up? Boom. And the AI is now going to search through my emails to find my job interviews. Look, AI overview. So it's looking through my emails to find job interviews for me. And here it will tell me now, based on your emails, you have one interview invitation scheduled in upcoming training session. So now it's literally going to go through my emails to find it for me. I like that. I think that is amazing. That is spectacular. Remembering lists. So I tell the AI, hey, these are websites that I want to use in order to look for jobs. Boom. The AI will remember the list and keep track of it. So when I say, hey, I got to find a job, I need to do some job interviews, what website should I go to? The AI will tell me, hey, you told me that you want to apply to jobs from this list. Here's the list of jobs you wanted to apply to. Figuring out the order of operations for life or goals. Absolutely. So if you have a bunch of things that you want to do, if you want to start a business, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to, whatever you want to do, you want to find a partner in life, a significant other, any type of life goal that you have or any type of dream that you have, and you're not really sure where to start, you're not sure what to do, I would tell the AI what you want to do, your idea, and then the AI will help you come up with steps to get that done. Study partner or finding resources. Again, same thing. You want whatever you want to do in life. You're going to college, you're going to school, you want to learn a new language, you want to learn a trade, you want to learn how to do anything. One, I love YouTube, but two, just tell the AI, and the AI will help you come up with studying guides. It can find you free resources. So I just tell the AI, hey, I want to learn this. What are some free resources? What are websites that are free, apps that are free, places I can go to learn this thing for free? And the AI will find it for you. Scenario ideas and thoughts and input. It's good to get another idea or opinion on something. Right. So this is the same thing. Again, you're not making your decision based on this. You are simply getting another opinion of a situation. So something happened to you, someone said something, you did something, whatever the case may be, but something occurred. I tell the AI what happened. I give it as much detail as I possibly can about me, about the other person, about the situation, about the people that were there, the people that saw, the people that heard. I just try to give it as much information as I possibly can. And then I ask it, what do you think? And then, I just listen to whatever it says. And then I'm like, okay, all right, well, that's a different perspective. And sometimes I even ask it, what do you think the other person thought about what I did or what I said? What do you think the other person felt when I said what I said, when I did what I did? And so the AI just gives me feedback on that. And I personally, I like that. But it doesn't replace friends, because I still call my friends and talk about the situation with my friends. And me and my friends, we go back and forth on, oh, well, maybe they thought this, or maybe you should have did this, or maybe that wasn't right, or maybe you should have said this. And so we go back and forth with it. So I just like having another opinion. Blood work or medical consultation. Give it the blood work or medical or lawyer talk and ask your questions. Absolutely. Which goes into number 9 as well. Contracts for rent, leasing, insurance, unions, whatever. Any type of contract that you are getting ready to sign or you are about to agree to, or any type of paperwork that's given to you from the doctor, from a lawyer, from your job, and you don't understand it or you want to understand it, that big packet that your job gives you about, oh, these are the rules for the job and this is how the job works and this is how being terminated works, whatever it is, give it to the AI. And then after you've uploaded it to the AI, then you want to ask the AI to find specific things. So one of the things that I did when I worked at the post office is the union rules, the union manual, the contract for the union. I would upload it into the AI, and then I would ask it things. Hey, are they allowed to do this to me? Can they write me up for this? Am I allowed to do this? What is the pay raise? When does that happen? And the AI would tell me where in the contract I can find what I just said. And that helped me tremendously. So the same thing with your lease, for what you're renting a car, you're renting an apartment. You want to know, is the landlord allowed to do this? Upload the lease, upload the rental agreement. Ask the AI. It will find in the contract where they can and they can't do that. You know what I mean? So I really use it for that a lot. I like that. Say whatever you're going to say, then ask it to ask you questions about what you said. This way it'll help you think through the problem. Exactly. This goes back into, like I said, don't let it make decisions for you. Use it to make your decisions. So you say whatever you're going to say, and then you ask it to ask you questions about what you're going to say, or ask you questions about what you did, and then it will help you to critically think through a problem. So you argued with your mom, and all of a sudden you feel bad. Talk to the AI. Tell the AI what happened, why you argued, a little context about why you did, what you said, what your mom said, what you want from the interaction. To me, this is extremely important. Anytime you are asking the AI for its opinion about your behavior with another person, you need to tell the AI what you want from that interaction. I don't want to be this person's friend anymore. Oh, I hate my mom. I never want to talk to her again. But this is what she did to me. This is what she said to me. This way the AI knows what you're looking for. It can understand, okay, well, you don't want to talk to the person no more. This happened. And it's going to give you reasons why you should not talk to that person anymore based on what you just said. But it will also either tell you that maybe you could have handled it differently. Maybe you could have said this differently. maybe you were right, maybe you were wrong. You know what I mean? The thing about the AI that I personally find that it's something that I learned when it comes to AI is AI is a very positive thing when it comes to an interpersonal relationship. Between you and the AI, it tends to give very positive feedback regardless of what you say you did or what you say you said. It will give you some type of positive reinforcement for your behavior, for your actions. And that I don't like. That is what I'm really against. Because true human interaction, real human growth comes from pushback. It comes from understanding how your behavior made someone else behave. You know what I mean? Very rarely do people just act sporadic and just overly emotional, and they are just absolutely bonkers. Very rarely. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's a very rare thing. Most people, their behavior towards you is a reaction. It's a reaction to either what you've said, what you've done, how you've made them feel. Most of the time, it's a reaction. Does that justify whatever it is that they're saying or doing? Absolutely not, because everyone has to deal with their own emotions in their own life. And, just because someone else pissed you off doesn't mean that all of a sudden you can attack me because I said something that also pissed you off. No, not cool. But, and also nothing that anyone else does or says has anything to really do with you. Everything that other people are doing or saying is really on them. They're going through something. They're dealing with something. And so they are just, reacting to life based on their own understanding of what's happening to them and how they're feeling and whether or not they're willing to grow and change and a bunch of other stuff. But I think the main thing to take from this is AI is a very powerful tool. It really can help you improve your life, improve yourself, improve your emotional and intellectual understanding of, again, yourself and the world around you and your participation in the world, right? It can help you really grow and improve and become better and have better and do better and advance your life. So I really, really like AI. Again, I use it every day. I pay the $20 a month for Gemini because I use it every single day. Like every day I find a reason to use AI. And also, another thing that I use AI for is like stuff around the house. Like I just built a driveway in my yard, and I used AI to do the calculations, to look at the stuff for me. How much pebbles do I need to fill this driveway? What type of yard fabric should I buy? How much plastic border things do I need? Like I use AI a lot for a bunch of different things. Hey, can I recycle this? I take a picture of the recycling can at the top, and then I take a picture of the object, and I'm like, am I allowed to recycle this? Which garbage can does this go into? Like I use AI for a lot of things. How do I fix this? How do I put that together? Just a lot, bro. So it's a great tool. I think everybody should use it. Everybody should embrace it. But also it's important to understand what AI should not be used for. Very important. And that's why I started the conversation with what it should not be used for. And then I went into what I personally use it for. So with that being said, thanks for watching another episode of the Joseph Bristol Show. And let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Survive and be happy. Y'all stay blessed.